Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Segen webinar and Segen's first ever webinar on heat pumps, may I add. So a really exciting time. Again, thank you everybody for making the time to jump on the call today and listen to Segen's exciting new introduction to the category, which is air source heat pumps. Quickly start off with a bit of introduction. So myself, I'm Chris Fisher, Senior Technical Product Manager here at Segen, acting as the sort of head of heat pumps at this moment in time. Was really instrumental in introducing the product category to our range. And heat pumps, what heat pumps mean to Segen, it's sort of that third leg on the stool. I think we keep referencing back to that sort of idea of the golden triangle and really how the technologies complement one another. So, and that's looking at it from a battery storage, solar PV, and air source heat pump lens on it. I think the three technologies really work together in harmony, and that's what's helping homeowners reduce CO2 emissions and reducing their bills at the end of the day. I'll be handing over to Ideal and Mixergy once my slides are done. With focus on the air source heat pump side, Segen's recently launched the new Heat Pump Designer. This is again on our portal. So if you go on the drop-down menu under heat pumps, it's this button right here, Heat Pump Designer. It'll bring you to this. And what we wanted to have at launch was just a really simple, really streamlined bit of software which allowed installers such as yourselves to come onto our portal. You choose a heat pump from the drop-down. So you can choose any Ideal air source heat pump. We have the whole range of R32 and R290 heat pumps. It shows you immediate stock levels as well. Then you pair that with a cylinder. You can choose any of the Ideal pre-plumbed, and we have our excellent range of Mixergy cylinders here as well. Again, all stock and prices there. And once you select those two options, it auto-generates a list of components that we recommend for that installation. But again, if you want to go in and tailor this, if you want to look at auto air vents, you can go in, you can select the one that you prefer, or you can just choose none required. So you can sort of chop and tailor that quote here. And then just give your quote a name and hit create, and then all that goes straight to your basket. We try to minimize those clicks as much as possible just to get what you needed in your basket as soon as possible. There's a small blurb here at the bottom as well that sort of talks about what you've just designed and a breakdown of the major system components. I'm now going to hand over to Jonathan from Ideal, and then we'll hear from Mixergy after them, and they'll give a short presentation on their companies. So thank you for that. I'll hand over to Jonathan now.
Morning. Hopefully everyone can see them slides. Is that all coming through okay? I can see some nods of heads.
Yeah, certainly is.
Brilliant. Great. Right. So, sorry, quick introduction. Jonathan Dobeck from Ideal Heating. I'm the key account director looking after Segen. And then with me, I've got Carl Raisin, who's our technical sales manager for renewables, and he'll be talking you through our heat pump offering.
Next slide, please, Jonathan, if you don't mind. So a little bit about Ideal, Ideal Heating. So we are predominantly a natural gas or fossil fuel boiler manufacturer and the UK's largest manufacturer of those appliances. We currently manufacture around about 450,000 boilers per annum. As we migrate and transition towards renewable technology, this is where the heat pumps come involved with our business. So a little bit about us here. Connected activity. We've been manufacturing here in the UK for over 100 years. And we are a part of Group Atlantic, which is a lot bigger than Ideal. So next slide. So Group Atlantic, what brands do we have here in the UK? So just to name a few on the left-hand side, obviously Ideal Heating is one, Keston, Ideal Heating Commercial, Gledhill Cylinders, Hamworthy, and a number of manufacturers at the bottom there, which are our global network. So we got around about 46 sites globally. We employ over 13,000 employees, with a rough turnover of around about 3.2 billion euro annually, which is really, really good for us as a business. It means that we can have support from Group to be able to invest in our future of renewable technology. Ideal Heating have been awarded a number of prestige awards over the years, from the Queen's Award winner, Trustmark, and also our products have been recognized with Quiet Mark. Ideal heating, as we transition towards the renewable sector and also manufacturing here for the UK market. Currently, our products are manufactured predominantly in northern France by Group Atlantic. But as we transition to manufacturing here for the UK, we've invested heavily in Ideal heating. We've invested in commercial, where Clay plays a part in our commercial offering, but we've also invested in infrastructure, manufacturing, and a huge investment in our training facilities and also R&D centers. So this is our R&D center, which is currently under construction in Hull. This is around about 12.5 to 40 million pounds worth of investment, and it's going to be one of the best technology centers in Europe. Training. So we invest heavily in our training. We want to ensure that our installers are up to speed with new products and also up to speed with new regulations, etc. So we've got around about 17 or 18 training facilities. 3 of them are expert academies. One's based in Hull, one's in Leeds, and the other one is in Luton, just outside Luton in Dunstable. And that's our new one, which we've recently opened. But we use satellite centers such as colleges, training centers, etc. All of those are accessed via our training portal for up-to-date dates, etc. for them training. We also offer an online training program, which is around about 11 segments within there, and you can select depending on how where your stages within air source heat pumps, whether you're a beginner and you want to find out a little bit more, whether you're an advanced installer and you want to know more about the product. There's 11 segments within there that can be accessed remotely from home or from site to be able to get up to speed with our products as well. Service. So we've got around about 200 engineers on the road at any given time to help support not just our boilers, but help support our air source heat pumps. So when it comes to warranty, etc., you're in good hands. We've got world-class warranty. We offer a service which is fundamentally one of the best, if not the best, warranty on the market, with same day, next day, best endeavor call out with an SLA for first time fix. If we've got an issue today, we'll be out tomorrow. The engineers have got the products on the van to be able to get that up and running in the same call. When it comes to service, we've got a dedicated technical helpline for air source heat pumps. We also offer assisted commissioning, again, warranty breakdowns, and UK parts stocked and availability. So all of our vans are fully stocked and equipped with the parts required to ensure that those heat pumps are up and running on the same visit. So those vans then in the evening get restocked via our trusted partners. We've got a flexible warranty to our products. So if you're installing for new builds or if you're installing for government, then the tick box is a 2-year warranty, but we can extend that to 5 years, whether that's via contract support for larger installers or whether that's a one-off installer who does our accredited training and the ability for them to access 5-year warranty. Lifetime warranty on cylinders, 2-year warranty on fixtures and fittings. Estimator tools, so very similar to Segen. So we've got tools that are able to help guide the installer to ensure that whether they just want a quick estimate rather than doing a deep dive into a full design of a property. We've got these at the click of a button. Very, very easy to use. We're here to help and assist you on those on that journey as well. So straight into the heat pumps. Logic A, so R32 refrigeration, tops out around about 55 degrees retrospectively. Can go to 60, but 55 degrees. This is a product which fundamentally is in our eyes is the best in the market. It comes fully equipped with pre-pumped cylinders, standalone cylinders. It comes with a control box, Halo Air, which has full access via Wi-Fi and remote as well. Very simple and easy to select when it goes into the selection program through Segen, for example. So it's an outdoor unit, a pre-plumbed cylinder, and a Halo. That is as easy as it comes. If you're using a Mixergy, for example, then you'd purchase the control box separately and a buffer if required, but very, very simple to order. The Logic Air can produce 519% seasonal coefficient of performance, which is exceptional. Bearing in mind that's based on a 7 degrees outside air temperature and a 30-degree flow. Quiet Mark. So we've been awarded Quiet Mark for the Logic Air range. Very, very quiet, 52 decibels of sound and noise 32, which means the difference between both. Sound is taken from a quiet room and noise is taken from real world. So outside ambient noise, vehicles, birds, surrounding sounds, etc. So very, very quiet. Just to put that into a picture, a combi boiler running in hot water mode is probably 55 decibels, there or thereabouts. So very, very quiet. The full range sits within 0.6 meters cubed for no planning permission. So that's great. So there's no requirement for planning when installing our products. Very, very easy to install and service. So unlike some of the other products on the market, it's only 5 screws to be able to access the installation and the service inside of this product. So full access to the side of the unit. Very, very simple and easy to install. HP 290. So this is an R290 refrigeration. So this has the ability to get to 75 degrees comfortably, albeit 75-degree property. It's going to be costing significantly more to achieve 75 degrees than it would at comfortable 45. So R290, why R290? So R290 has got a low global warming potential, which is good for our ozone, and the ability to hit higher temperatures to satisfy some retrofit properties, which may require a hotter flow rather than a low and slow. So maybe a leaky property or something like that. But it does come with a caveat: the hotter you run it, the more expensive it becomes. So potentially you may need to look at loft insulation, windows, doors, or EWI, IWI to help that customer achieve the optimum performance. Again, when it comes to ordering, we've made it very, very simple to be able to order the kit. So best case scenario, outdoor unit, pre-plumbed cylinder, and a thermostat. Using a Mixergy cylinder, for example, same procedure as the Logic Air. Outdoor unit, control box, Mixergy cylinder, a buffer if required, and a thermostat. But then what we've also done is really strip back the product and remove the control box and back to basics, where all the wiring is required to wire back to the outdoor unit. So what we've done with our products is try to make it as simple and as easy to install by taking away the headache of the installation, really, by doing the control box. Our cylinder range. So we've got around 22. I know we've got a couple more coming out soon, cylinders, but they vary from a standalone naked cylinder right the way through the range with low loss headers and also buffer vessels. They come with single zone, 2 zone. They vary from 150 litre to 300 litres. And like I've already mentioned, as we start to see what the market's looking at, we're bringing out a smaller slimline cylinder, 150, 180, but we're also bringing out pre-plumbed, but not as plumbed as some of our units to make it a little bit more user-friendly for the, install-friendly for the installers. Halo Light. So Halo Light is predominantly the range of thermostats that we use for our natural gas boilers and LPG. It's had a software update to be able to cycle to 1 per hour, which suits air source heat pumps to ensure that they have full defrost cycles. It's got color screen, scheduling, easy to install. This one's not connected to the Wi-Fi. Thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you for that, Carl. Appreciate it. Any questions? Yeah, just pop them into the Q&A, and what we'll do is we'll come back to them after Mixergy's presentation now. So over to Jimena from Mixergy. Thank you.
Thank you, Christopher. Hi, everyone. My name is Jimena Arias. I'm the Key Account Manager for Segen, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about our product today. So Mixergy was actually founded in 2016 by our two founders, who were PhD students from Oxford University, and they were tasked with using an everyday product that we have in our homes and making it more energy efficient. And this is how our cylinders were born. So first of all, the way a conventional hot water cylinder works is that it's unable to direct heat within the cylinder due to the heating coil and the immersion being located at the bottom of the cylinder. This means that they heat the full contents, and you will usually only have a single thermostat, which is located around here. So you can't really tell what's the actual temperature of your hot water and how much hot water you have. So what we're trying to do with Mixergy is heating the water in an intelligent way. And this can save up to 40% on hot water bills, reduces gas consumption on average by 12%, but it can be up to 21%. And it's future-proof for use with any energy source. So our technology, the way our technology works is that we have both the immersion heater and the coil at the top of the cylinder. And we have this top-up pump, which will draw the cold water all the way to the top and uses this top diffuser to spray a light mist on the cylinder. So that means that the contents that you've already heated at the top of the cylinder are not diluted, and it's just quickly heated. We also have this sensor strip that goes all throughout the cylinder, so we can tell what's the temperature at the top of the cylinder and what's the temperature at the bottom as well. So when it's connected with a boiler, direct electric, or solar PV, the water is heated at the top of the cylinder. And like I said, the cold water is pumped to the top of the cylinder. When the target volume of hot water is achieved, measured by the sensor strip, the controller then tells the pump to switch off. And we use this method of stratification, which has several benefits for the user. So here you can see, you can just compare what happens with a conventional cylinder and a Mixergy cylinder. So when you discharge 30% of hot water from a conventional cylinder, the cold water enters at the bottom and immediately cools the hot water available. It swirls around and it dilutes it. But with the Mixergy, the cold water remains at the bottom, so your hot water will remain at the same temperature as well. Our cylinder is a clear path to transition from fossil fuel heating to low and zero carbon alternatives. So you can purchase a cylinder today to connect to a gas or oil boiler, and in the future you can connect it to a heat pump or solar PV. All our cylinders will also have an electric immersion, which you can use. We'll use it for solar PV, but also if you have any specific tariffs with your energy provider, you can heat your water then at a very low rate. We have a 25-year warranty as well for the cylinders, so your client doesn't have to, if they want to install a heat pump, they don't have to change the cylinder. All they have to do is purchase a heat pump kit. The heat pump kit includes this heat pump interface, which just connects the heat pump with your cylinder, and the plate heat exchanger, which this is how we transfer the heat from the plate heat exchanger and a circulator pump to enable high performance heat transfer between the heat pump and the cylinder. So this model replaces a traditional coil, which means the cylinder won't have a coil. It can have a coil, but it would be for the boiler. But otherwise, we just use the plate heat exchanger. We also provide insulation jackets for the plate heat exchanger and the circulator pump. When you use it with a heat pump, it works slightly different, and it means that you heat the full contents of your cylinder. This is more efficient to be used with the heat pump, which is why it's done differently, but you still have access to all the information that you would in our app. So the key benefits of using Mixergy with a heat pump is that they're 20% more usable hot water versus a conventional heat pump cylinder. There's a 2 to 10% COP improvement on the heat pump by having a more efficient heat transfer through the plate heat exchanger. It's more compact, typically 20% smaller, and a better heating of the full contents of the cylinder to the same temperature, and it's just a little bit easier servicing and maintaining. You can also connect, as I said before, your cylinder to solar PV. There's two different ways. One would be with the PV switch. This is the one you would need if your client already has a three-party diverter, such as Mixergy Eddy or iBoost. So you can fit the PV switch to an existing or new solar PV system at any point during the lifetime of the cylinder. You can also purchase a Mixergy embedded PV diverter, as you can see here in the image. It's often the neatest and most cost-effective solution for new build properties, but a lot of clients will already have a third-party diverter, but it's no problem. You can still use it with our cylinder. When it comes to the app, so you'll have constant control of your hot water. This is what it looks like. You can see how much hot water you have and the current temperature. You can immediately boost it if you want to, but we also have this little gauge next to the cylinder, which you can use it to boost it as well or change energy sources. Like I said, the cylinder is smart tariff ready. So you can use, for example, a tariff with Octopus from midnight to 4 in the morning, and you can heat your water then, and it's going to be ready for 7 a.m. when the household is going to be using the hot water. We have predictive charging. So this is the smartest part about the cylinder. We have machine learning. So what you do is you connect your cylinder to the internet, and it's going to kind of track down your usage within a couple of weeks, and then it creates a schedule for you. And it's going to tell you you're heating 80% of your cylinder, but actually you can get away with just heating 40%. You will probably need most of it in the morning and then in the evening. So the cylinder will know, okay, we're going to use smart tariff to charge it before 7. Then the family has enough water to use it. And throughout the day, we're going to top it up either with solar PV or with the heat pump, so they have enough hot water for the evening. It's been shown that it can reduce your bills by about 40%, like I mentioned before. But you can also choose not to use it. It's entirely up to you. Because of cloud connectivity, it receives free software from our technical team, and they can also check remotely if there's any issues with your cylinder, which makes it a little bit easier to maintain. And now I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the Mixergy IHP. This is an integrated heat pump that has the head unit is modular for easier installation, and the head unit takes water from the cylinder before heating via a plate heat exchanger again, and returning stratified water to the top of the cylinder. So this means that the water is going to be a lot quicker to heat, and it still has all the technology that we offer from Mixergy when it comes to smart water, how much you can control it as well. We can maintain a 25-year warranty on the cylinder, and there is a 5-year warranty on the head unit. So this unit is mostly for properties where they've already sorted their space heating. Maybe it's all electrified, but they still need to find something for their hot water. So this unit would be ideal as well. And like I said, the system comes with Mixergy's state of charge sensor and controls to provide all the benefits of connectivity through the Mixergy app. We offer it in a variety of sizes from 120 to 250 liters. And you can still have a smaller cylinder, but without the fear of running out of hot water because of how quickly we heat the water. And I think that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mina. So that's been our Segen's air source heat pump webinar. Again, thank you everybody for joining in. Really appreciate having all you here. It's a very exciting times at Segen. Really happy to launch this product category and working with excellent suppliers such as Ideal and Mixergy. It's been fantastic so far. So really want to open the floor up to questions right now. If anybody has any, they can just drop them into the Q&A, and then I'll let any of our panelists just sort of jump in and pick them off as they see them come in. Simon's asking, do you offer any other manufacturers? So again, we're still very close to our launch date, which was back at end of September at Solar and Storage Live. So currently we have Ideal and Mixergy as our primary suppliers. This is something that we're looking at working together on this bit of a journey, because again, this is a shift away from what Segen's been doing already in the PV and battery world. We're now exploring and entering the plumbing world essentially. So what we're looking to do is work with partners that are in with us on this journey right now. So there may be new manufacturers that we look at in the future, but right now our core offering is Ideal and Mixergy. Alan's got another one. Quick question. Where can we access these slides to refer in the future? I think what we'll do, Imogen, step in if I get this wrong. I think we're going to post this to YouTube afterwards.
Yeah, so a recording of this webinar will be going live on our YouTube just once someone from my marketing team has had a chance just to edit it quickly, as well as being available on the portal. And I'll be emailing out a copy of the slides from both ourselves as well as Ideal and Mixergy to the attendees. So there'll be a copy of those going out as well.
Perfect. Thank you, Imogen. And again, anybody on the call, if you want to reach out to your sales manager, I think what we'll do is going forward from this, we'll also be putting you in touch directly with Ideal, with Mixergy as well for follow-on training events, anything, everything from on the phone to hands-on training. I think that's stuff that we're all really looking forward to collaborating together on and taking it from there. So any other questions? Give a few more minutes. No problem. All right, sounds good. I will wrap this up there. Again, if you have any questions, you have our email there at the bottom, phone number at the bottom, contact Segen, and we can get those directed and get back to you as soon as possible. Again, just really quick thank you from myself and everybody else on the call. It's been a pleasure having everybody here to talk about air source heat pumps. Goodbye now.